So while I was on vacation, yeah, I'm gonna keep making all of you jealous for the rest of the month. Italy was fantastic. But during this time, there was a particular announcement for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. An announcement that said that Goku will not be the only playable character in the game, which makes this video no longer a prediction, it is now science. So let's read some of the comments.
Most likely, Goku is the only playable character. I mean, it's in the name of the game.
It's called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for a reason.
I mean, the game's called Dragon Ball Kakarot. It's not Dragon Ball Kakarot and Friends.
The title is Kakarot. I mean, the game is named after him, so wouldn't that be a safe assumption? What a dumb video.
The game is called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for a reason. You play the story through Goku's eyes. I do not see how anyone could think to ask if you can play as someone else in a game with a person's name in the title. It's like a call.
Oh my god, he goes on for a while. This is what I deal with every day. And this video is brought to you by OtakuCharms.com. OtakuCharms.com is an online store that sells anime-inspired streetwear and accessories and a lot more. They've been sponsoring Dragon Ball videos on this channel for about a month right now, and I've heard nothing but good things from the people that actually use the website. So I'm very happy to receive them once again as a sponsor for this video, and last time I checked, there weren't as many items on the store as there are right now. I think they recently updated the store. I don't remember this Broly hoodie, and I gotta say, it's looking pretty good. Maybe you're not into Broly, but you're into the heroes, and they've got this split Goku and Vegeta Ultra Instinct Vegeta, huh? I never thought about that, and he looks good. He looks, I'm not even looking at the hoodie, it's just like the design of the character looks really nice. They've got sales all the time, so it's always worth checking out their website. And if you decide to purchase something, they've got free shipping worldwide. No matter where you live, the price you see on the website, that's all you pay. There is no shipping, no matter where you live. If you're low on cash or just want to buy a cheap present for a friend, you can browse the 10 bucks or less section. It's always got some nice stuff if your friends are also anime fans. These make for some very good gifts, especially because a lot of the stuff they have on their store is fairly exclusive. You don't find it anywhere else. Look at that Prince Vegeta figure. It's already sold out? Well, no wonder. It was on sale. Oh, wow. It wasn't here last time I looked, and now that I look, it's already gone. So yeah, guys, head over to OtakuCharms.com, and if you do decide to buy something, enter promo code Globku at checkout for an extra 10% off anything you purchase. If you buy an item on sale, you still get 10% on top of that if you just enter promo code Globku at checkout. Now, not every Dragon Ball character will be playable. In fact, the news only confirms Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan as playable characters. There will also be support characters. I mean, we've already seen Piccolo as a support character during the only gameplay that we have, and now we've got some screenshots of Gohan being playable with the TN support. We've also got a screenshot of Vegeta playable with the UI and everything, and he's fighting Kui, which means the Namek arc is gonna be pretty big. If they are including Kui, I mean, they're including a bunch of other fights for sure. Kui was pretty minor, even if it was an important moment in my opinion, the moment where Vegeta kinda declares war on Frieza. Anyway, along with these confirmed characters, the V-Jump issue also confirms some characters that will be support only, meaning they will not be playable. They'll just be helping out whoever your main character is. And those characters are Chiaotzu, Tien Shinhan, Krillin, and Yamcha. Krillin surprised me, probably as much as you, but yeah, seems like he won't be playable at all. Of course, each one of them has their special moves. As you've seen with Piccolo support, you can just press a button and tell Piccolo to throw some of his abilities. So these guys will also have the fan favorite abilities for sure, but they won't be directly played by you. And that got me thinking, if they're not playable, then we can actually start to put together what fights this story mode will cover. At least in the Saiyan and Frieza arcs. After that, those characters become more of a supporting cast anyway. They don't have any major fights by themselves, or at least not something that could be simply covered in a cutscene. For instance, Tien blasting Cell into the Earth's core. That was a pretty epic moment, but that could just be a cutscene and not an actual fight. So what does this mean for story mode? Let's start at the beginning. The first fight is Raditz, which we've seen in the demo. Goku is the playable character with Piccolo as a support. That's pretty straightforward, so we can move on from here. We've seen screenshots of Goku training with King Kai, so we'll have some sections of Goku training in the afterlife. Maybe even some Snake Way action if they don't make it just a cutscene. As Goku is learning the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb from Gregory, on Earth, Gohan is training with Piccolo, which we've also got a screenshot for. This section could be played from either perspective. We could play as Piccolo training Gohan or Gohan learning from Piccolo, since both characters will be playable. My bet is on us playing as Gohan, and we don't just fight Piccolo, we explore the wilderness, we fight some dinosaurs, kind of follow Gohan's growth in this phase. What this also means is that we won't be following the training of Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha at Kami's Lookout Tower, since none of these characters are actually playable. That means that section of Dragon Ball Z won't be covered, at least not in a playable sense. It could happen in a cutscene. And if you didn't get it before, this is what this video is about. The confirmation that some characters are not playable means that some sections of Z are not covered that way. Then the Saiyans arrive. Nappa and Vegeta are happy to take the sidelines, plant some Cybermen, and Earth's warriors have to fend for themselves. Yamcha, Krillin, and Tien did get some action here, but the Cybermen fight will mostly be covered through Gohan and Piccolo's perspective, since none of the others are playable. We've got a screenshot of playable Gohan with Tien's support that might just very well take place during this section. Gohan was kinda useless during this fight, but here he is, fighting with Tien as a support. I don't know what else it could be. We've also got the screenshot of Yamcha surrounded by Cybermen, and it looks like gameplay, but since Yamcha isn't playable, I guess he just dies in a cutscene. And then Krillin kills the remaining Cybermen, also in a cutscene. Finally, we fight Nappa. Chiaotzu and Tien die, and then Piccolo takes the lead in this fight. You play as Piccolo with Gohan and Krillin as support characters, until the moment Piccolo sacrifices himself to save Gohan from Nappa's blast. Gohan fights Nappa for a bit here, so we might have a Gohan versus Nappa fight. In fact, there's a screenshot of Gohan versus Vegeta that I'm not sure what this is about. Maybe an extra fight was made just for the game. Gohan still has the Saiyan arc haircut, so this must still take place on Earth and not Namek. I can see a Gohan versus Vegeta fight on Namek, but on Earth, Vegeta didn't move until Nappa died. So I don't know, maybe it's just a bonus fight for the game. And then it's Goku time. Goku arrives at the scene, finishes off Nappa, and then we have the big Goku versus Vegeta fight, which should be pretty epic. The fight ends, Vegeta leaves for Namek, and the heroes decide to follow in order to resurrect everyone killed by the Saiyans. I'm not sure if there will be a lot of space travel or if fake Namek will be a part of the game, but then we arrive at Namek and we've only got two characters to play as. Those are Gohan and Vegeta, each one following their own paths to find the Dragon Balls. There will most likely be a lot of exploration and finding Dragon Balls during this section, but we can't really speculate on what that will be for now. There aren't a lot of hints as to how different each area will be and how unique the open world activities are. But as far as fights go, Gohan and Krillin fight off two of Frieza's grunts right as they arrive. Not sure if those characters are included, they kinda die in one hit, but if they are, you'll play as Gohan with Krillin as your support. Then we'll get Vegeta versus Kui, we mentioned that earlier, we got a screenshot for that. And at this point, Goku also sets off for Namek in his own spaceship. And there could be some training minigames. The training with King Kai could have some gameplay or should have some gameplay, and if that's the case, so could this section on the spaceship. Frieza, Zarbon, and Dodoria slaughter an entire village and steal their Dragon Balls, while Gohan and Krillin can do nothing but watch. Once Frieza and Zarbon leave, that might be where we get this screenshot of Dodoria. We'll most likely have a Gohan with Krillin support versus Dodoria fight at this moment, as they rescue Dende. They end up running away, and unfortunately for Dodoria, he runs into Vegeta, where you'll get a Vegeta versus Dodoria fight and wipe him off the face of Namek. Next up is Zarbon. Vegeta is also your playable character during this fight, and things go well in the show until Zarbon transforms, and at this point, Vegeta is defeated, he is out of commission for a while. This is when Krillin visits Guru and gets the 1-star Dragon Ball and gets his potential unleashed, so we'll probably see some exploration and side activities around this time. Vegeta gets healed, steals Frieza's Dragon Balls, and they all end up at Bulma's cave, where Vegeta finally defeats Zarbon. Krillin is there too, so he could be a support character, but it doesn't really do anything in the show, so it could also just be a 1v1. Vegeta runs into Gohan as he returns to his Dragon Balls. There's not much of a fight here, but it's a video game, so Vegeta versus Gohan is also a possibility. And then it's time for the Ginyu Force. Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin finally team up. They're now fully on the same side, and these are the fights that we should have against the Ginyu Force. Gohan with Krillin's support versus Guldo. Vegeta is the one that takes Guldo's head, but the other two do most of the fighting. Then it's Vegeta versus Raccoon time. Gohan and Krillin are definitely there to support him, because this fight does not really go their way, but then Goku arrives in Namek and takes care of the rest of the Ginyu Force. I wonder what's gonna happen versus Ginyu. Do we play as Goku in Ginyu's body for a while? I wonder. Anyway, Goku is out of commission after fighting Ginyu, and Ginyu is walking around in Goku's body alongside Jaice. With this body, Ginyu fights against Gohan and Krillin, and to prevent Jaice from interfering, Vegeta fights Jaice one-on-one, and you'll most likely be able to play all of these fights. Once he's done with Jaice, he moves on to Ginyu, where he tries to switch bodies, and ultimately ends up in a frog. Goku is still pretty beat up, so the fight against Frieza starts with the other playable characters, and I expect we'll have a lot of fights and a lot of cutscenes during this fight versus Frieza. The first one being Vegeta versus the first form. Vegeta could have Krillin and Gohan as a support or not. They're there in the show but don't do much, so it could be a one-on-one. And then Frieza transforms, and I think at this point Vegeta will definitely have a support character because everyone fights at this stage. It's a losing battle versus Frieza's second form, but then Piccolo arrives. Having been revived and fused with Nail, Piccolo is now much stronger and asks to take on Frieza's second form alone, without any help. And it's a great fight, it's a great 1v1, but then Frieza goes into his third form. Gohan joins the fight here, so Piccolo isn't fighting one-on-one anymore. Gohan might even be the main playable character at this stage. And then the final form appears. Everyone fights at this point. Any of them could be the playable character, but Vegeta takes the bigger spotlight and the biggest beating as well, so I think we'll play as Vegeta here. And guess what happens next? That's right, Goku returns. Goku versus Frieza 100%, the Super Saiyan moment, the destruction of Namek, all of that played from Goku's perspective. And that brings us to the end of the Frieza arc. How did you like that quick Dragon Ball recap? There's a lot that happens in these two arcs alone. There's still no official confirmation that the game will go beyond this point. I believe there are enough hints that it will, and I made a video about it. Go watch it if you haven't yet. But without knowing which characters are playable, we can't really do this exercise for the Cell Saga. Still, that's a lot of game already. Don't forget to head over to otakucharms.com, check their stuff, and if you decide to buy something, enter promo code Globku at checkout. Between Krillin, Tien, Chiaotzu, and Yamcha, is there a character that you wish was playable? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you're new, subscribe for more on anime games. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.